right, all right, all right. It's Wednesday night. We're going to whine about it. Mickie, I cannot stop doing that. All right, all right, all right. I want it to be my tagline, not Matthew McConaughey's.
I'm obsessed with him. I love him so much. You know, he's my man crush every day. I don't know. It's
every
this
day,
weird,
all day.
it's a weird thing. You know, I even had, I don't know if I told you, I was like, oh, I got to tell you the story. But
Ooh.
John Camp, who helped brand my website for the longest time, actually wrote to McConaughey to tell him what a huge fan I was of him, and got him for my birthday. This was a couple years ago. I can't remember how far back it was. A couple years ago, to autograph a picture to me.
Oh my God.
And he did? And he did?
Mm-hmm.
I saw you mention that in the chat a couple weeks ago, and I was like, is that real? I'm glad you told me that was a real thing.
I'm obsessed with him. I love him. I love his accent. I want him to drive Lincolns all day for me,
good dude.
With me. Whatever, it's fine. Everything's all right when he's around. You know?
All right, all right. Well, how are you doing, Mickie? How's your week been? What's going on?
It's been good. It's been pretty good. I can't complain. You know, life is good. As you may know, I'm back to work. I'm back to work.
Back in the game.
Yay. Now I can download the app again because
you can download that app. Just $9.99 a month.
That's it. That's it.
That is a bargain.
That's a bargain to see Mickie James.
Yes.
Dude.
For sure. For sure.
We were thrilled to see that, and we are so excited for what's to come. Lisa, you look gorgeous. You look very tan. How's your week been? Have you been sunbathing?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you know, I'm having a blast and exciting for our guests coming up. But I got to tell you a story.
Yeah.
You said I look very tan. Yeah, my boyfriend, David, doesn't know how to fit like lotions and products in the drawer. So he had my bronzer, which is a tanner that's already brown, upside down in the drawer. I go to shake it, the cap falls off.
Oh,
brown. You know, my whole bathroom is white, brown everywhere, brown.
Oh.
And you know, tanning stuff is staining, right? And my hands are still green from it. And my carpet, not that carpet, the other carpet, is in my tub. I put my laundry detergent and my awesome, what's that called? The Awesome Scoop from the Dollar Tree.
Dollar
I
Tree.
don't know this Awesome Scoop.
Yeah, I
thought it was like the knockoff version of OxyClean. I was ready for like awesome scrub or something.
I can't believe.
Scoop. It's Awesome Scoop, and it's a Dollar Tree, and I'm still freaking. We need that Dollar Tree.
We do. We're not kidding around.
We really do, because we.
I cannot believe, Mickie, you should applaud yourself, because the fact that, you know, it's not really, well, I guess it's not totally unlike my humor because I thought of it, but I was sitting here waiting, going like this. When is Mickie going to pick up on the fact that Lisa's complaining about a brown explosion in the bathroom? How can I be the only one?
Yeah.
That's what Donna just said. Yuck.
Donna said yuck.
Yuck.
I mean, I am not that type of graphic humor girl, but I was like, somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say it.
It's right here.
Okay,
it's sitting right here.
It is right there. And then also, too, Mickie, about, okay, I have 30 minutes before our show when we start in the live chat. So I'm like, oh my God, the white carpet, everything. And I'm like, I got to get this clean before, I don't have my face. My hair's not dry. I don't know what I'm going to wear. And all that kind of stuff came in my mind. I was like going, are you freaking serious? I got to tell them, remember how we discussed how to load the dishwasher?
Yeah.
To our guys?
And then
now, how do you put the lotions back in the drawer?
You put the lotion on the skin, right? And then.
Or it gets the hose again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Well, now you're just going to have to teach them how to scrub the carpet.
Precious. Oh, precious.
Well, you know, we love the beginning of the show because it's our favorite. It's actually my favorite question. When we talk about who are you wearing, what are you drinking, I will go first.
Hold on. Oh. This one.
Oh, we got a cameo.
Sass! Sorry.
Sass!
I had to cinch it in. Well, oh my God, Val. What are you wearing? Because you look like you just stepped out of, I just don't know, like you should be walking down the street with Marilyn Monroe right now.
Well, you know, I love a big kimono moment. I love like a silky 70-year-old man with a cigar type moment in Vegas. I can't claim this is my own. I actually raided the husband's wardrobe for this one. You might have seen it on the arm bar. Yeah.
What?
This, I swear I'm not kidding. This is Alan's kimono. I love it so much.
I can't.
I've doubled my scarf wardrobe. I've doubled like my kimono wardrobe. Like, thank God he likes some eccentric fun things, because this is borrowed, ladies.
Wow.
That is so cute.
Mandro.
That's why you guys are just two peas in a pod. I'm telling you. You guys' style just complement each other, honestly.
Thanks. I'm happy that I can double my wardrobe in some ways, and that he's adventurous with fashion. I love that. And I'm drinking, I'm sure that was going to be your next question. I'm drinking a little bit of, actually, it's red wine with a bit of ice and lemonade, which I thought was a really weird combination. It's diet lemonade. I'm watching my girlish figure. I know you are too. You know what I mean? It's actually really cool because it's I thought it was a weird drink until I went to Spain, and it's called Tinto de Verano, and Tinto de Verano is sort of a nice like sangria-ish version of red wine, but it's actually the ghetto version, just some lemonade, red wine, and some ice. So
I like heard of that.
You like la la. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good one. Lisa, what are you drinking, or who are you wearing?
Well, I'm drinking, of course. What's my favorite? In my favorite cup.
I love that mug.
Me too.
Death Wish coffee. It you know what? This cup though, just go off subject. It is freaking. It can go through war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like this
could be a weapon. It's a weapon in most
can't.
countries.
Honestly, it is. It is. So I'm drinking my fresh fine wine in my Death Wish coffee cup, which is my favorite coffee. And I'm wearing, which I'm selling on my Poshmark, cheap plug, my Batman hat and my Batman shirt.
Lisa!
Boom, bam, beep, boom.
Wow. Kapow!
Wow!
Yeah.
Kablamo!
Kablamo!
Yeah, I just, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, we were talking today, how we are like now expected to wear kind of something very unique on the show, and
right.
We're very limited during this COVID-19 to buy stuff. So I'm just going through my closet and my storage and what like I have on Poshmark and stuff like that. Yeah. So like the clothes I'm wearing now is offered on my Poshmark, baby.
I love it. Own a piece of GAW TV via Poshmark. So Mickie, I'm loving your updo. Can you tell us who you're wearing, what you drinking, girl?
So I am wearing my little, you guys know I love my Lulus. So I'm wearing my little Lulus romper, their little pants.
Oh, that's so cute.
They come up, they're like little 3/4 pants.
Well, romper room.
Look at the back.
Oh,
that's.
I wore a bra because I was wearing it around today, and otherwise it could get offensive for some people. Just never know what's going to happen.
Or great.
So,
you look so good in those kind of outfits, though.
They're so cozy. They're comfy.
But your body type fits those perfectly. Like mine, I look
like the short and squatty. Yeah.
No,
but when she's right. When you're taller, it comes up and it gives you a little bit of a situation. Yeah. It's not cute.
Little camel toe.
Little moose.
No, yeah, we don't want any of that.
No.
But moose knuckles. No moose knuckles.
Moose knuckles.
No, we don't. It's so cute though. What are you having as a beverage? Ooh.
Oh, but I wanted to say I'm also wearing this Bullets for Peace. My friend Rafi, he does these Bullets for Peace. You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
You can't play Duplos with me.
I can't?
Can't what?
Can't what?
I can't play with the Duplos with him. Am I forbidden?
Duplo.
The Duplos?
My little niece loved Duplo.
He loves them. Well, he's got, he's really graduated to the Legos. It's just that we have more Duplos than we have Legos. So we can go with the Duplos than we can the Legos.
Natural progression.
So my Bullets for Peace that my friend Rafi, he lost a friend when I guess his buddy was like 18 years old to gun violence. So this is to be able to help put a stop to gun violence.
How do we get those?
I need one.
You go to Bullets, I think it's bulletsforpeace.org or .com. I'll send it to you, and I'll send you Rafi. Rafi, he also does the domino effect jewelry, which I guess he gave one to Mariah Carey, so she was wearing it at the awards. But I have one of those as well. But all of his jewelry, all of his pieces go to because he's a bit of philanthropist. He's a bit of a philanthropist. So all of his pieces, all of his jewelry, all of his art, he's an artist and stuff, there's a portion of the proceeds always goes to a foundation of sorts. So that's really cool. He's a great person. He's awesome. He's a really great
I would wear that every day. That is
well, and these are like, this is like one of the original ones, and you can see it says like peace. It says peace.
And you know what? You're not allowed to have anybody touch that because it's surrounded by a barrier so people are like, oh, let me see your necklace. You cannot let anybody touch it.
Oh, I didn't know that, but it says peace up in the front. I mean, the detail on it is beautiful, but they have really like blinged out ones. He has all different rose gold, black. They're beautiful. So if you go there, you can see he's also the dude that you see talking to Mario Lopez when you check into your hotel. And he's sitting there going, and I don't know if he's friends, but he has a commercial that comes on. Every time I check into a hotel, I see him.
Oh, so really?
Yeah.
You mean AC Slater?
Yes.
Wow. Star quarterback of Bayside Tigers?
What's funny is, do you guys remember when I was working for Buca de Beppo and I had to deliver to his grandma and his grandpa, his parents and his grandma for the birthday and stuff like that, and they sent me because I just only crossed paths with Mario. That was it.
Right. I was so hoping you were going to be able to meet him and get a photo op, you know, as you were.
And you know what? Actually, the family said, let's take a picture and share this to Mario. You know, I didn't know you knew him. I go, well, I don't know him, cross paths, but they were so nice and lovely people. So you know, like when you meet like the parents and stuff like that, you kind of have a different aspect of like, oh my man, he came from a good family.
He was raised right.
Oh, there's Nick. Oh God.
Oh, it's the real world champion.
Do you think you have an invisibility cloak on or something? You're walking as if you have an invisibility cloak on. We can see you. You're not a small man.
He's not taken bumps since the start of this pandemic, but somehow he threw out his back.
What?
That's gonna hurt when you go back. When you go back, it's not gonna be serious. What's your shirt?
Threw out his back. What's your shirt? Picking up weights.
Oh. What's your shirt? Nicholas Harry. What's your shirt? What's your shirt all about?
It's Uncle Tony's Waffles and Tire Irons.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Where's that at? Is that a real place?
By the way,
available now at the NWA store. Uncle Tony's Waffles and Tire Irons. Tony Fork.
Yep.
My favorite shirt.
Get your waffles or your tire irons.
To get my heat pad.
That's awesome.
On my back.
Is that a medium you're wearing? Is it that coming a medium?
Double X.
He said, Val said a medium.
It's double X that definitely does not have food stains on it.
Is that barbecue sauce?
You look fresh as a daisy, as you would say.
Fresh as a daisy.
Who's been watching NWA? This girl.
No, I'm shushing mommy.
Yeah, that's right. You shush me. Oh,
okay.
Instead of daddy's talking. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the daddy now.
This is grizzled.
We're full of cameos on today's show.
Oh, look at that.
I love it.
Mickie, we don't know what you're drinking.
Oh, sorry. This is the, I wish I'd brought my bottle up here. This is, I know it's sad. I gotta go make another one. The Screwball Whiskey with the Diet Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's from Canada.
You are fancy. It's an imported liqueur.
And then the Screwball is locally in San Diego, which is one of our sponsors.
So as you guys know, a few weeks ago, we introduced Drunk Elephant, an amazing skincare company that is one that you should be trying, drunkelephant.com. That's all the information. And we did promise that we would take our makeup-free selfies. We're joining the hashtag Bear With Us selfie challenge. This is our skin before using Drunk Elephant products because we've been using them for several weeks now. So here's us without our makeup on. Oh, Jesus. No kidding.
No filter.
They're good.
Let them know. No filter. There's no filter, you guys.
That was kind of the thing with the Bear With Us. You can't use a filter.
Yeah.
Right.
Not one filter in sight. So this is our before I don't think it's too bad, but we can always improve upon it. So in the next
We look
episode, we're gonna
gorgeous.
show you. Oh, you're gorgeous. We're so gorgeous. But next episode, we're going to show you our reviews and do sort of the wrap up for Drunk Elephant, because we took those selfies in the beginning of us doing the trial for Drunk Elephant. So then eventually you'll see us next week with our reviews. So that's going to be exciting. But speaking of exciting, Lisa, we have a very special.
Val, before interrupting, I follow Drunk Elephant. They have a makeup remover that I didn't get.
Ooh, a makeup remover.
Did you see it? Like, did you see the
No.
girl doing before and after, taking off the makeup? And I was like, and I went to go to my box and I go, oh, I didn't get the makeup, the butter makeup.
It's called butter?
Oh.
Something
Oh.
butter. And I was like, and I commented on it. Oh my God, I got to try this. And I looked at I don't have it.
Oh.
Maybe we can reach out to it, because our makeup, especially for GAW TV,
Oh, yeah. Filming.
this takes work. This takes a lot of work. And to take this off, it's awful. I need to try that Drunk Elephant butter.
We do.
makeup remover.
I'm actually pretty proud of it. It's a bit scary and a bit daunting to do a bare-faced selfie, but I think we did okay. But we're excited to see what's going to be our end result of using the Drunk Elephant products, which is very exciting. But speaking of exciting, Lisa, we've got a very exciting guest, and I know it's a friend of yours, so I'll let you do the intro.
Oh my gosh. You guys you're going to flip out.
We're raising that glass. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh.
That's it.
There we go.
Baby, yes!
Bam! Got it!
Welcome. Raise a glass to our celebrity guest.
Sorry it took so long. I gotta go.
Bye.
You guys are fantastic. There's no place I'd rather be except right here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh my
We're so
God.
grateful to have you.
Sorry. Hello. Yeah, I'm doing their show now. No, it's great fun. Yes, I'll tell her. Lisa, it's Whole Foods produce.
Oh,
Hi,
Again?
he said, okay, bye.
huge.
Banana phone. Why have we not done a banana phone segment? I don't even know. We already can tell that you're our kind of people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our celebrity guest, America's favorite house guest, Kato Kaelin. Woo woo!
So great to be here, Valerie. Thank you. Cheers. I didn't get wine, so I brought my own ginger beer.
Oh.
We were going to ask about that.
Weren't sure if you drank, because I just said the only time he was at the Comic-Con and he didn't have his Coca-Cola or his Pepsi, and you were jonesing. You're like, I need to have my soda. I got to have my soda right
I
now.
hate soda. I'm all natural. No, I woke up with
Wait.
a 0.08, but I am natural. I have a glass of Pinot Noir, is my favorite. That's all I drink.
Ooh.
But what do you drink before Comic-Cons? You were looking for something for the caffeine boost.
Oh yeah, but no, I hate soda. It would probably be some coffee or something.
Okay.
Red Bull, maybe? What about energy drinks?
Yeah, just a little bit. I take the 2 hour, not the 5 hour energy.
You know
Too much
what?
for me.
Those Comic Cons are so much fun, but it's draining. We talk about this all the time. You have to be on, you have to be present. And as much energy as obviously you have, a freaking 10-hour day or whatever it is seems like forever sometimes. But I do want to get to our first question. Thanks again for being here. But Lisa, please explain to all of our GAW TV guests how you met Kato, because when you told us, remember, we were all on Boxer, when she explained that she's friends with you, we go, you're friends with Kato Kaelin? That's like the most cool, unexpected friendship that's amazing. How?
So random. Yeah.
It was so random. I walk in, we get into the Wizard Worlds of the Comic Cons early because, we have to go set up our booth and stuff like that. And I'm like, is that Kato Kaelin? And you're just right there. You just start talking. Hey, yeah, you start rambling and stuff like this. And we start chit-chatting. And then I'm like, you're so contagious. I'm like, all of us at the celebrity alley, you're at the front of the entrance. And I'm like, oh, what's going on over there? I want to go over there because all the action is happening there because you're drawing in all the fans and getting them involved. Who are you here to see? What Marvel character you into? And then I remember participating in your Katoraoke. Claudia,
Yes, and by the
yes.
when Lisa says contagious, this is pre-COVID.
I was thinking that.
It's
That's
nothing to do with
words.
nothing to do with coronavirus. Nothing to do with coronavirus. Contagious in humor. See, I'm on a stage. I'm on an actual stage where I welcome everybody in and tell them to go see Lisa and Aquaman and whoever else. And I never stop talking from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. And
Wow.
it's
Honestly.
I rarely take any breaks. And I'm I got to go hustle. So when everybody goes out at night, like Lisa and that, I love to go out, but I'm so exhausted that I can't go out at night because I get my sleep. So rarely at the bar, I stop by, say hi, maybe have one glass of wine or beer, and then I have to get my sleep because I'm telling you, I've got to recharge. And everything physically is sore. When I come home on trips, I swear to you, I get a 2-hour legitimate massage. I just have to have them walk on me. You guys wrestle, you know the whole thing. Your muscles, you've got to take care of them, especially when you have high energy. It's like, oh, I got to recover.
What about your voice? I do the announcing, so I notice my voice. You guys know I lose my voice after shows quite a bit because I'm talking nonstop. Does that happen to you too?
All the time. Yeah, I try to. I bring the throat tea on all the trips. I take it morning and night. It works sometimes, but definitely I've had laryngitis sometimes where it's impossible to talk, and you got to. I still do the talking, and I sound like Demi Moore, which is not that good. And I just got that laryngitis thing going. I always picture Patrick Swayze me on some clay thing going, what are you doing back there?
Oh, don't we all picture that?
Oh!
I carried the watermelon.
Another classic. Now, we have talked about doing Kato karaoke before on the show, and I think if you'd like to come back sometime, we can try to arrange that virtually, because everything's virtual nowadays, obviously with Miss Rona ruining the party for everybody. Kato, what do you miss most about Comic Cons?
Well, it's funny that I wrote a show with someone that's involved with Comic Con he ran Warner Brothers for 29 years, and we thought of an idea for us to travel the world. We pretty much sold the show, and then COVID happened, and it was just Katoraoke trying to find the America's best karaoke singer. But it's not about so much the Katoraoke, it's about our adventure and meeting people in different cities. It's just, I love people so much, and it's always finding out that the person on stage singing, you realize when you talk to them for a while that everybody's got problems, or maybe she's the mom of 3, single parent, and you kind of follow their story. And why doing karaoke is so important to them. So karaoke's the minor part. It's their life story. And so we travel every city, smaller ones the better, because everybody's got a great story. And like I said, I think I make people at our show, when they walk in, they're happy, but I think when they walk out, they're even happier. So I try to do that. And that's what the show would be about. I love Kato!
We do love Kato.
They do. And you make them feel like a superstar. They're here to go get autographs from all the other, celebs and stuff like that. But when they leave, and especially when they're cosplay, they leave as a superstar. They're like, they feel like on top of the world. You have that talent.
Well, what you miss, and Valerie, Mickie, the shows that Lisa knows, oh my God, they're high. It's so much fun. I'm jonesing. It's so hard. I live like in the heart of a media district in Hollywood, and it's called Toluca Lake. It's all the studio. Everything is here, and it's like a ghost town, and it's so depressing. And I hate that this is kind of happening, and I hope it ends pretty soon. I did get to go on a few trips. I went to my home state of Wisconsin. Nobody wore a mask, and I was on boats. It was so much fun, and no one, at least that I saw, nobody was worried about it. No one was even sick. So you start thinking, LA, is it because this governor is so, or I just don't get it, why it's different everywhere. But it seemed like it was healthier in the Midwest than here, with people having fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of fun, guess what, Valerie?
What?
Yes! Lisa, Marie, and Valerie, Mickie.
Is this our dance break?
Girls to give me a 3-way hickey. Let's play this game of life. We don't need no strife. I'm gonna go alone. I hate the corona. All right, Kato, enough.
Oh my God, voice of an angel.
Bravissimo.
Bravissimo. We don't always encourage taking shots, except for every week on GAW TV. I think that deserves a celebratory shot, or take a sip of whatever you're drinking. We have everyone in the chat room that's watching. To Kato. We did get to play some Kato karaoke. I love it.
Kato.
Should we do it on 3? Can we do it so we can get a cute clip? Whoa. Never mind. Never mind. Join everybody.
Sorry, were we waiting?
It's so good. That's my
This is
second
that
one.
Screwball, that peanut butter whiskey that you sent me, Lisa.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, that's the Screwball?
But I mixed it with ginger ale, kind of like your ginger beer, but different.
Oh.
Yeah, I love ginger ale. Oh yeah,
Me too.
is that from
Good for you.
Thomas Ian?
No,
Yes.
it's from
Oh my
Canada
God.
Dry.
No,
Oh,
but wait. No, Thomas Ian,
It's from Canada.
one that introduced me to Screwball. He had the samples on his autograph table.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, Screwball, it's made in San Diego. I live in San Diego. And guess what, Kato? He hooked me up. Guess who's one of our sponsors of our show?
Thomas
Screwball.
Ian Nicholas? Yeah, oh,
Well,
good.
and Screwball.
That's so cool. Yes.
He's
and
very
thank
cool.
goodness-
You know what? I live here in the UK. I live near London, and I did a show in Liverpool before lockdown, obviously. And he was there. His band performed at the Cavern Club, which is the big famous Beatles establishment here in Liverpool. And he was such a nice guy. So it was right after I met him is when Lisa told me about the Screwball whiskey thing. And I thought, well, I liked him before, but now he's my best friend if he knows a little bit of Screwball whiskey. That's my kind of dude.
Hey, Valerie, are you from America though?
I am. I'm originally from Texas. I lived in SoCal a little bit, hence the socalval thing, and mostly from Orlando, Florida. But so my name makes no sense. I've been in England for about 3.5 years now.
Why England, if you don't mind me asking?
It's that age-old story. You fall in love with a boy, you realize they have a Harrods here, and you move.
Okay. It's like the old story. Boy loves girl, girl meets other guy, boy meets boy in prison. It's the same old story.
You know the story. Yeah. That's the sequel, I think. But yeah, I've been in England for about 3.5 years, and I did a lot of Comic Cons in America, and then now being over here, I do a lot of different ones, and it's cool because you were talking about kind of being the MC kind of hype person.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's very different because I started doing it, being like an announcer for wrestling and stuff. I was sitting there signing autographs, which was lots of fun. But you talk about going out afterwards. If you're signing autographs, you can go out with the people and it's fun. But when you're supposed to be the person that's talking, or in my case, hosting the panels or whatever you're doing, you kind of do miss the parts of, I'll stay out till 2 a.m. with everybody and have fun because you're up at in my case here, 6:37 to host the Comic Cons. And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting to be on both sides, but you've done both too, I'm sure, right? You have to sign as well.
Yeah, well, they're very fortunate that I have a booth next to the stage. So I go from that to that, back and forth. So it's really nonstop. But like you said, it's so much fun to go out, but it's almost impossible to have the candle at both ends. I wish I could. In my youth, that would be no problem. But those days are kind of over.
Oh my
So,
God.
but it's a fun. I think it's all going to start back up. I hope so. I don't see it in 2020. I hope the first show for us will be New Orleans, as always, in 2021. But like I said, you never.
Nolans.
We love
I
Nolan.
love New Orleans.
And Mickie lives in Nashville
it.
and Richmond, Virginia. So she lives
Oh
in
my! I
two-
love Nashville.
Me
So
too.
I'm going to name drop. Can I name drop?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, so
We'll catch him.
my dear friend, when we did the Nashville show for Wizard World, my dear friend's a guy named Patrick Carney. He formed a band. It was called the Black Keys. He's the lead guy, if you know the Black Keys. But he married Michelle Branch, and they moved to Nashville. I saw him. So that's my big name drop. So when I went to the Nashville show, we all went out to dinner, and that was just a great thing. And I love the Black Keys, and we still are obviously in touch a lot. And I just saw him this year, right before COVID. We went to see the Black Keys in LA, and then we had the private party afterwards. And guess who was there? Me.
That sounds like a party. I'll tell you what, Michelle Branch, she got me through many a breakup in the 2000s. She was it. She was it.
That was it. Yeah. So they're great. When she tours, he plays drums for her, and it's so cool. And they just had a child. But anyways, really great people. Great people. Fun.
Now
Everybody's
name
moving to
drop.
Nashville. It's becoming the #1 destination, for people to move into. Pixie is
Nashville.
I'm sorry.
And
she keeps insisting on busting all the shots. She can't help it. I apologize. I've tried to get rid of her 3 times, and she just keeps coming back.
Oh, I love that. What I can't see. Was that you have a dog?
Yeah, she was an accident.
I know you were. It was
She's sweet.
I'm glad you showed me the dog because it looked like you were petting something else down there. It's just my phone.
That's the after show. That's the after show.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
These are OnlyFans. It's fine.
Kato, If we can talk about name dropping, can you talk about some of the best and worst people that you've met at Comic Cons? Because obviously you have to interact with them on a totally different level being a host. So
yeah.
maybe not the bad ones. We don't want to get you in trouble, but good ones and bad
No,
ones.
you know what? Honestly, it's as far as the good and the bad. It's sort of like you could name. It's the people. Anybody that comes to me and I talk to them are cool. When someone avoids me, then I know they don't want to meet or talk to me. I would say that really, I don't think it's really happened. Just because, like I said, I rarely go to the green room. When I do go to the green room, everybody says hi and says, "Oh, you're the guy that's talking all day. Can you hold it down?" No, actually, a very, very dear friend of mine is Carrie Elwes, the Princess Bride. He asked me one time, and I've known Carrie forever. He said, "Kato, is there any way you can kind of keep it down?" And then he said, "But will you mention to people that I'm here?" No,
Lisa
he's
showed me
absolutely
a photo
He's
of
the
Mr.
best.
Carrie Elways. He's a bit of all right. I'm a married lady, but I ain't dead, and I love some Carrie Elways.
Oh, he's great. He's phenomenal. And when we do the shows and we get the cast of Princess Bride with him and Wallace Shawn and Chris Sarandon, those shows are phenomenal. I love them because all those people have been more than kind to me, and it's like, oh, they're so nice. Everybody's really nice. I think Wizard World's the exception. I think Wizard World is actually the most positive show because the owners treat everybody. They've got great food, the breaks, and everybody's sort of low key. And no one that I've noticed so far, and Lisa, you'll know this, is no one has any attitude. I don't think it's been sort of kind of really friendly.
Yeah, it's a great environment, and it's just sad that we don't get to do these anymore. And I did get asked to do a couple Comic Cons in a couple months. Not Wizard World, but Comic Con's coming up. And I actually reached out to Val and sent a boxer. Did I box you, Mickie? I go, what are your guys' opinion about me going to do these Comic Cons? I don't think people can afford to come in and then pay for an autograph and a picture. Yeah. I mean, tough times are really tough right now. And with the social distancing and then taking a picture with this on, that's not really a special moment.
Yeah.
Well, so you've done a Comic Con during COVID?
She was asked to.
No. They asked me about one in September and then one in November, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold off because Mickie James and I went to Miami for our publicist Kathy's birthday, and then we also did an episode of GAW. And when I came back, I had a bat mitzvah to go to, and that family said, "Please don't come until you get the COVID test." And then my dad and my 3 older brothers like, "Hey, don't come and see us until you get the COVID test." So I kind of got ostracized from traveling from my own family, which I don't blame them because I don't know who I've encountered and stuff like that. But I didn't realize coming back, I would have all this like, oh my God, I can't go anywhere. I have to be quarantined and then take a test and wait till that comes back to even go to see my dad. Do you know what I mean?
So
yeah, I just chose not to do it.
Can I catch it from you today from Zoom or no?
Well, we need to sneeze.
This is what yesterday. So you guys, I'm doing this new show. I do a show that's you guys heard obviously of TikTok. Well, there's a new one it's going to be, hopefully bigger. And I've got friends that are part of the ownership group. It's called Zyn, Z-Y-N-N, and they watched me on Instagram. They start seeing my Instagram post, and they said, "Will you start doing videos with us?" So we got, I shot about 20 of them this week, but one of them is where I'm driving my car with these things and eating food, and it's one of the funniest things ever. And so
you're so sane.
It is. You can see from yesterday's shoot, it was a hot dog with mustard coming through here.
Oh, well, just a little bit. That's all.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was so funny, man. That was just one of them. The stuff that we're shooting has been hilarious. So they're very happy, and it's kept me very, very busy with the virtual world.
So it's Zen, Z-E-N-N, 2 N's?
Z-Y-N-N, Zyn.
Oh, okay.
Check. I mean, there's a lot of
celebrities. By China, this one.
Lots of celebrities are getting on it with, like I said, it's brand new, but it's getting extremely popular. 2 of my videos already, I've got big likes from Selena Gomez. So for me, that's huge.
We love a bit of Selena.
Speaking of projects that you're doing, Kato, I did a little light stalking, and I want to know about slackerware.com.
Which
How
one?
did you come up with slackerware.com?
It was a great story. Slackerware is in your town, whoever lives in Florida. So years ago, I shot a show with a comedian who became very successful named Rhonda Shear. Remember Rhonda?
Yeah.
Rhonda had a show called Up All Night. So Rhonda invented a women's bra called the AW bra, AHHH. It's the #1 women's bra in the entire world, bigger than a Victoria's Secret.
Oh, wow.
So about 7 or so years ago, when we were at a Hefner's party at the Playboy Mansion, and I hadn't seen her. We did a TV show together, and I said, Rhonda. I said, I knew she's the #1 on Home Shopping Network. I said, I've got the greatest idea for you. And I said, I've been called Slacker. I said, let's come up with this clothing line called Slacker. And all my sweats will come with a pocket that says TV remote, so the guy never loses it. And so I made the shorts, robes, and it's all Slacker. And I spelled the K backwards with feet on the K, because in life, sometimes you have to go backwards to move forward, which I found out. And at the Playboy Mansion, I told her that story. That was Saturday night. Monday, she had a ticket for me to Tampa. I met the entire staff and designers. She designed everything. That I was there for 3 days. Everything.
Wow.
She's put the money up. And it's funny you say that, because I do this thing called cameos. And the guy who interviewed me for the Tampa Biz Show just requested a cameo for himself for his new book, H. John Major, and said, do you remember this? And I said, of course I do. So he shot the cameo just this morning. And now I'm talking to you guys about Slackerware, because he's the one that introduced to the audience on national TV my Slackerware.
Synchronized right there.
Meant to be.
So what site?
It's on
How do
Amazon.
we see that? How do we see that? Slackerware.com?
Amazon.com. People can order it. I'll bring some Slacker to the next show. Lisa Marie, you can see it. But it's a lot of it's made out of bamboo, and it's so comfortable. And we'll see. But then we started
Slacker. The sustainable Slacker.
And then I like that. Slacker's great. Then I had for the women, I called them hot potatoes, Kato potatoes, and the kids. And the kids were, my gosh, I forgot the kids were. What's that little thing called again? Not the hash. I call them cater tots.
Oh my God! Why do I love that so much? A cater tot.
And we have the onesies.
It's like when they make the Mr. Potato Heads after like characters. They have like Darth Tater and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
Oh my God.
That's adorable.
So funny. Yeah.
You have to send us like an outfit, just each of us, and we
We'll
will
wear it.
sport it on our show. Because
Yes, I gotta have. It's at Rhonda's warehouse. I have to ask them to do that. So
Okay.
Okay.
we'll promote
Rhonda,
it.
send it on over.
yes, she's
We'll
in charge of
promote it.
everything. I'm the name.
Okay.
But
Help me, Rhonda. Help me,
Help me, Rhonda. You think she's never got that before, ever?
Yeah. You guys, when you see her picture, you guys will know immediately who she is. Rhonda Shear, Shear. Ultra successful with her home shopping, QVC, all that.
I love that. She
That's
sounds
awesome.
like a boss babe.
Part of our show, though, is like, what are we drinking and who are we wearing? So we
You should
always
have her
start
on the show. Set it up to do the
Oh, we
show.
would love to have her on the show.
She's
off.
great.
Yeah.
Well, because the Home
Yeah.
Shopping Network, what was that movie with the chick with the was it A Star? I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was pretty fascinating. But the Home Shopping Network is a whole like world within itself, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I went down to the
Bring
studio.
it
The
wet
studios.
back.
It's.
Or we had a friend who she was a Home Shopping Network. Chrissy, was it Chrissy? Who did a lot of the Home Shopping Network sales, and she was from Florida.
Yeah,
Makes a
Florida.
difference.
I think Home Shopping's Florida. The other one, QVC, is Pennsylvania. But the Home
Right.
Shopping is gigantic.
It's huge.
bigger. It's like Universal Studios with Warner
Right.
Brothers. It's that big.
I
Mhm.
have always, I'm telling you, I'm not the person kind of who believes in bucket lists and things, but I have always wanted to secretly be a Home Shopping Network or a QVC host. I just see it in my
Yeah.
The
future.
way they
And I
present.
auditioned.
I don't have
Yeah.
the hands for it.
It's kind
I
of
don't
about
have
shopping. I just, but I actually
Yeah.
auditioned for the one in Philly,
You
which is
auditioned?
QVC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had sent in a tape or two, and it was like the feedback was I was about 24, 25, and most of the hosts there are around like more like early 40s, and they just it's not the right time. I think they kind of wouldn't relate to like a younger kind of, you know what I mean? I was a little young for it, a little gun shy. So I always hoped that maybe one day I could do something like that. It'd be fun.
You know
Bucket
what?
list.
You should resend it, because I know they put out little feelers all the time, and I think they're looking, because I was semi-offered. They, I could have gotten it, but you have to move there. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Don't you
they
dare
told me.
leave us for QVC. I'll be devastated.
Trading GAW TV for QVC. No, at this point I wouldn't move away. But I honestly, it's one of my weird things that I'm like, I would love to be. And the Lotto gals with the numbers, I don't know why I've always wanted to do it. They used to record right by our sound studios.
The one spinning the thing or the one grabbing the balls?
I'd like to grab the balls.
That's great. You know what? You've got a good bucket list. On my bucket list, the first thing I have is to buy a bucket.
Oh, really? You didn't get around to that one?
Buy a bucket!
Oh my God.
Aim high.
Oh my God.
Hi. That's right. Well, Kato, you're.
What else are you working on, Kato? What's coming up for you?
Well, you know what's the Zin is a daily job. I'm writing all the own content myself, and then they have a crew for me. I call the crew and I say we have an editor, we've got 2 camera, and it's like I said, it's a really tough to do because I'm creating everything. But the sketches that we have, they want to be like 15 seconds. You got to get your point across, which in comedy, it's all in the editing. And but the stuff I posted one for a sample today on my Instagram story. It's an unedited one where I'm driving my car and my leg is caught in my boot and I'm driving it and screaming really loud. It's on my way to a booty call. It's like very quick, boom, boom humor.
Right to the point.
If you guys don't laugh, don't worry, because guess what? I got a laugh track too.
Yeah. God, we need one of those.
I love Kato.
No.
Can I have it?
We need a sound effect thing. Where'd you get that? Amazon too?
No, it's my when I do all these cameos, I got my own piano, so I do my own. I write cameos for people, and they started to take off. And
We might have a laugh track. We might have the budget for a laugh track. I can check. Just in case we do, Kato, can you tell us a joke and we'll try out the laugh track?
I can introduce you to a friend of mine who just walked in. If you want to meet Kenny G, you remember Kenny?
Yeah.
Kenny G. Yeah.
Kenny, come on in.
No way. Are you lying?
Kenny. Kenny. He's sorry.
Did you
He's
guys
so
hear
shy.
that pop from the crowd, that laughter, that super real, uncanned laughter that we just heard on GAW TV? That was great. Kenny G. Who knew we'd have a celeb cameo times 2?
I gotta save my jokes. I gotta save in case I ever do. I can't do all my jokes at once. I always say, "Stop the war on poverty."
We got press the laugh button. Press the laugh button.
Yeah, we need a little, just go like this.
No, I was so Lisa that first time I met Lisa, I always thought we talked about guy girlfriends and all that. I said I think I found the perfect girl for me because she has a short attention span and I suffer from premature ejaculation, so it's perfect for us.
Oh wow.
That's. And then the other wrestler, Lisa, Real Melina, she's a friend of yours.
Yes.
Love Melina.
We love
Crushing
Melina.
on Kato. She's crushing on Kato.
Oh, is she?
Hard. She wants to be a cater tot.
She wants
Yes. I love it. I love
Keeping
it.
it
I love
Kato-
it.
Back of the line, Melina. Back of the line.
So it's funny. It's funny also because I probably do tonight after you guys. I'm going to head out and do some a little bit of radio on Sirius. We do a poker night and we do radio. And Matt Allen, you might know, he's on the 70s, 7 on Sirius 7, the 70s, 70s on 7.
Okay.
So he was a big DJ with Rick Dees. I don't know if you remember those names.
Uh-huh.
And it's so much fun.
Rick D's in the
Yeah.
morning. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's an LA thing, I think.
Yeah.
Mostly, right?
Well, he went in, he had a syndicated show. What goes everywhere,
Oh my
God.
God.
even London. And
London town.
Valerie,
Even
Yeah, when I
across
was-
the pond, darling.
Darling.
yeah, across the pond. When I was, I had a show. It was called Tailgating with Kato, and it was you don't have to be good at sports to be a good sport. And it was the number 4 rated show in London, and that was for about this is 2000 and like 14 through 16. I did 140 episodes as the host.
Have you been
But,
over here to do Comic Cons and stuff? You totally should.
No,
if
we
not-
did. But the owner of the show is a guy who's always he's an eccentric billionaire. He's very famous in London, named Elkie David, and he
Okay.
had his own network. Tailgating with Kato.
With Kato. Okay.
Okay.
Tailgating
Yes,
with
and then
Kato. I'll write
we had
that down.
another show in 2005 that was on in America, but also internationally, called Eye for an Eye, and that's where it was a judge show, and I was the host, not the judge, where it would be Eye for an Eye. The people would get revenges. For example, we had one of the best episodes is a guy who kept parking handicapped, wasn't handicapped. So the judge said he had to see what it was like to be handicapped. So we gave him an epidural, and he had to do 5 things with his leg numb. It was a bizarre show, and people loved it.
I remember
Eye
the
for
show.
an
As
Eye.
soon as you said Eye for an Eye, I went, oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, the judge had a baseball bat of justice, not a gavel. It was, we did about 180 episodes, and that was on an hour block all over America. And that was my favorite time in life.
That's
It was
amazing.
huge.
Wow.
Well, lockdown obviously is not our favorite time in life, but I do want to ask, how has it been treating you? And have you been watching a lot of TV? Like, what are you into these days? I mean, obviously we have a little more time on our hands. So what have you been binging on? Anything?
No, I'm not a TV guy, but I am reading Lee Child's new book. Lee Child wrote the Jack Reacher stuff, and I love the Jack Reacher kind of novels. So reading that one, Moonchild, right now. Like I said, I traveled to 2 places so far since COVID. I spent it with family in Wisconsin. And if anything, I thought I was going to miss sports, but I'm not missing it as much as I thought.
Yeah.
And but I rarely watch. It's sort of like I've got really a set of friends, and we have 2 nights of poker. And the girl I was dating, we broke up right before the COVID. So I thought it's either a really great move or a bad move. I think it was a bad move. So, and because you can't really go out to date anybody with this going on, because everybody's worried about that with a mask. So
But that's a
Right.
good test. Like, you know what? You don't need to go like wine and dine a chick. If she's willing to come over and watch a movie on Netflix or something like that, or do something very low key, that's kind of a good tester.
Yeah.
Because
If
I'm
she's not
more of a-
coughing, she's in, man. You know, you guys get in there.
I think it'll happen
Not
eventually.
coughing.
She's not coughing, right? Not yet. Double protection.
About that today because I went to get my hair done and I had to, you know, you're wearing a mask the whole time, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why. I was waiting around. I had nothing else to do but watch people. And I just thought, this is so sappy of me. But I was like, how are people going to fall in love? Are people going to suffer? Because you can't really see most of their face.
Yep.
Good thing that eyes are very expressive because you can't see anyone. How do people fall in love anymore?
I agree. And you go to bed with them now, they say, are you going to wear protection? Then you put your mask on. So,
There's a laughter again. Your banana's calling again.
So you don't watch TV, but you read the Jack Reacher stuff. Did you not watch what is it on? Is it on Prime? The Jack? Is that the right? No, that's Jack Ryan.
yeah, Jack,
Is it?
no, I'm not watching. Okay, if anything I'm watching on TV, I know I have movies on file that I rewatch a lot of the movies. And the one I've watched like 6 times because I'm addicted to all James Bond. I've seen Casino Royale, which I'm sure back then. So, you know, the Bond film, the new one, was pushed back. And I was waiting. It was going to be an April release. I was so excited that it's amazing how much how everything's canceled.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm still waiting on them to call me. I think they want me to be the Bond female.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Bond
get
girl.
it.
I'm still waiting. You know,
It-
I think
let it
it's
happen.
just yeah.
I could see Kato as the villain somehow. I don't know if it's the glasses or like, I just feel like you could be behind a casino table just starting some shenanigans somehow.
You're right.
Okay, I like it. Shaken, not stored, please. Money, pretty. Yeah, double. No, oh, by the way, I also have this thing. I don't know if you guys care. I got the little Kato always here protecting me too. A little Kato.
We want
Where's
one.
that for sale? Where's that for sale?
He's missing his hand, but I have it over here.
Oh,
Where's that little puppy?
give
Hey,
yourself a hand.
Oh,
when you started GAW TV, when was the last time you guys have actually been together, not apart?
It would
well,
be
Lisa and I
though.
were together recently because we went to Miami for Kathy's birthday. But prior to that, we got together in LA. It was just Lisa and I. Val has not, because, you know, because she's coming from the UK, she'd have to quarantine in the US for 14 days. And then when she flies back, she'd have to quarantine for another 14 days. So she's not been able to join us.
Double.
We also went to a friend of ours' funeral in LA. So I forgot, you know what I mean? We got together for that for Chad's birthday, but then after that, just recently, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So,
the last time I saw Lisa was, I haven't seen you in ages, Mickie, but the last time I saw Lisa in person, I think it was around September of last year, around that. We did a signing in New York together. Had such a great time.
That
was
Showmasters. Showmasters too. I was thinking Showmasters in England, that signing.
I would have seen you around July, yeah. It's been a while.
I'd only dream that it's one day when this thing's all over with the stuff that at one of the shows, maybe everybody's together. And that's the night I'll go out.
We are going to hold you to that because I'm telling you, we would love to do some Katoraoke? Kato karaoke? How do I say it?
Katoraoke.
That's a hashtag, Katoraoke. I love it. Well, any final words for your fans and where they can follow you? Obviously, they're going to be so happy to see that you joined us here. But where can we find out more about you, what you're up to, and your next projects?
I know, it's so exciting. Like I said, I think when COVID's over, we're going to sell the Katoraoke show. But I want you to go to, it's easy, at Kato_Kaelin, Kaelin. And go to the Zin app now because it's going to be the hottest ticket. ZYNN. We'll start. My stuff will start posting this week. During this conversation, I just had editing notes, and that's it. I think that's it. You'll see all the stuff that's on there. Everything's updated, and I'm just a really neat guy. So.
Really neat guy.
I raved about you. I was telling them, I go,
let's go to a rave.
Can we do a dance break?
I drive with this on too.
Just in case, right?
Sun shield. You're
so safe.
You're safe from a drive-by, I'll tell you that.
That's my flash dance for you guys.
Well, we're going to raise a glass to our amazing guests. I'm telling you, we're already best friends virtually, and we're so happy that you were here. We can feel your energy through the screen. We love it.
I love you guys.
We love you, Kato.
I'm so glad I was asked to be on there. I'm still waiting for my wine. No worries.
Thank you so much.
He's waiting for fresh fine wine still.
We love fresh fine wine. We'll have you back, and we'll get the karaoke going. No joke. Seriously.
You'll love those guys from Fresh Fine Wine. They're amazing. They are very
Remember, life is short. Always be happy and smile. That's what I say.
Oh, we love that.
Bananas.
Potato.
Yay.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kato.
Cheers, you guys. I love you. I'll see you.
Oh, my gosh. Kato Kaelin, that was probably the most fun we've had on this show so far. He was such a treat. Lisa, thank you for the introduction.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you so much.
No, it's not me. It's like he is so, amazing. He is so funny and down to earth that, when I hear people like, oh, he got his fame from OJ, it pisses me off because he is such a character and so nice and just a pleasant person that he just brightens your day, right?
He's a friend of
I
GAW.
would say his energy exuded, didn't it? I was like, because you never know when you're going to meet people and stuff. And you would talk great about him, but I didn't know I didn't know anything about him aside from what he's famous for in that sense. So even your stories about him with the Katoraoke, how do you say it?
I don't know. Katoraoke. Yeah.
Right. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. He seems cool. That sounds cool. Totally exceeded my expectations. He's so cool. Like him a lot.
He is a star. I'm so glad we got to, and honestly, it's nice because we've had some lovely ladies on here, but to have another GAM, grown-ass GAM, was great.
Yeah.
So cheers to everybody for being here.
Cheers.
#GAM. #GAM.
I don't know. I'm afraid to point.
I know.
I'm afraid to point. But we hate this part of the show. We want to say thank you to everybody in the chat room for joining us. We're going to be here every Wednesday, as expected, 5 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 p.m. for us here in the UK. So we want to see you every week. We love seeing you in the chat room. Use that hashtag GAWTV and subscribe right now. Cheers to everyone. Have a wonderful night. We love you.
Cheers. You want to say cheers?
Cheers,
Baby
Donovan.
Bye, baby D.
This is the word to go, yo.